Hi guys, it's Tony Gattari here from Achievers Group with another passionate yet extremely practical business video vitamin. Hey guys, today I really want to talk to you about sales, but not so much how to sell, but what I consider to be the essence of sales management. Because many of you are probably in sales and some of you actually are leading sales teams. And there is a very different skill set in managing a sales team. And sometimes good salespeople struggle in sales management because they actually believe that what has got them their success, which is the sale, will continue that success once they move into management. And please do not be deceived. So what I've tried to do is that I've tried to actually sort of give you a concept here which we're part of called Simply Selling, and I wanted to give you 5 very simple steps of effective sales management. Really important that you get these steps. So number 1 step is that you've got to focus your team. It's clearly evident to me that when we chase 2 rabbits, we catch none. And I think it's really important to ensure that if you want to create an amazing sales team, that you focus them on to sell. And I know it sounds obvious, but so many organizations lumber salespeople with amazing amounts of administration and paperwork. You need to liberate salespeople to sell. You need to make sure that they are focused on the main game, okay? And you need to actually ensure that they have an appropriate job description that says you have to sell. But not only a job description, you need to ensure that their KPIs are measurable. You need to make sure those KPIs are sales related, because I will tell you, my friends, that what you measure, you will manage, and what you will inspect, you'll improve. So all I'm saying is that if you want to manage a great sales team, you've got to focus them, and then you've got to set KPIs that are measurable, and not too many KPIs, about 5 or 6, something that can be measured, because ultimately you've got to get them to focus. They've got to know every single day what their objective is, and that objective should be to score the goal. Number 2 principle, you've got to train people. It's great to have them focused, but you can be an inspired idiot. And what you want to do is to train people. And a lot of people got this so wrong. You know, they go to me, Tony, we can't afford training. You know, they go, oh, we can't. What happens if our people leave? That's not a good question. What happens if you don't train them and they stay? You know, it's clearly evident to me that, you know, people that are in the aeronautical industry, you're a pilot. You want to become a 747. You want to be a jet airline for Qantas or Virgin. Now, it's clearly obvious to me they don't actually give you the keys to the jet and say, here, go and actually go out there and take the 747 with a full load of people and just have a practice run. They don't. They put them into a flight simulator. They do role playing. They actually ensure that they are trained. Please do not train your people on your wage. It's not very smart. The customer is our wage. We should not be actually training our people on our wage. We should be training behind closed doors, role-playing, case scenarios, adult learning techniques. Because clearly, training is building the discipline. How often you train? As often as you need. Because I have noticed training is not successful, it's only done once. It needs to be done on an ongoing basis. You need to have a culture of constant training. Because with training, you break habits. And when you break habits, you actually create new behaviors. And with new behaviors, creates new results. Number 3 principle, if you want to be really good at sales management, you have to know how to motivate people. People are motivated not through fear. Fear does not work. Trust me, I've been in situations where I've seen fear, and I'm going to myself, when can I get out of here? It's terrible stuff, and it might motivate in the short term, but in the long term, People actually avoid doing things because they're fearful of the repercussions. You have to build and motivate a team through faith. You have to be the chief encouragement officer. You have to be the chief motivating officer. You have to correct people with a gentle spirit. You have to motivate them even when they're down. So you can't ask them to be motivated if you're not motivated yourself. So it's really important that you're motivated because they are a reflection of your spirit. Number four, I think you have to monitor them, right? That is so important. What you measure, you will manage. You need to make sure that you have monitoring systems. I'm a firm believer that you need to monitor at least weekly. You need to have dashboards of how do we measure the performance of our salespeople, not only in sales, but you need to measure all the activities that leads to sales, like how many phone calls, how many appointments, how many presentations. It is really a numbers game. Clearly, I've been with some organisations and they say to me, what do I got to do to increase my sales? It's really simple. I say, you got to get off your backside. You're too lazy. You're not doing enough activities. You increase your activities, you're going to increase your results. It is a numbers game. But you won't improve the numbers until you monitor them. It's like going on a diet. The first thing you do on a diet is you actually weigh yourself. You say, this is how much I weigh. And then you say to yourself, how am I going? And you go on a diet and you see if you're improving or not improving. And if you're not improving, you change your philosophy, you change your behavior to ensure you're going in the right direction. So it's really important to monitor people. And the last principle of effective sales management, guys, is that you need to know how to reward people. I know, look, I'll be really honest here. I'm not a communist. I'm a capitalist. God bless capitalism. I'm a firm believer in the profit philosophy. I'm a firm believer that flat salaries equals flat performance. I don't always agree that people are motivated by money, but I think you need to reward people for a change in behaviour. You can go in there and give them the greatest vision in the world, but deep down, they're only listening to one radio station, what's in it for me? And if you want to change people's performance, you have to actually give them a reason to want to change. And all I'm suggesting is be generous. Don't necessarily sort of go broke, but give them an increase in their rewards if the business performs. Share the riches, share the spoils, share the treasures, share the bounty, but just actually do that. So guys, that's it. The 5 steps to effective sales management, which are focus them, train them, motivate them, monitor them, and reward them. Until next time, guys, God bless you. Have the most amazing day. Bye.